All right, today I want to talk about two things. Number one, that I've heard Hormozi talk about a lot, is the people you surround yourself with. Number two is a new proposal that I'll be sending to a client soon. So number one, Hormozi talks a lot about, the 5 people you spend the most time with. It's a very cliche saying. They talk about, the friends that you have, circles, things of that nature, a lot, and the importance of it. And I want to share something that me and a couple of my friends did recently. So I work out 3 times a week. I think we might be going to 4 soon, with a couple friends, Ethan, Nico, Ian, and Nathan. And we recently did goal setting together. So we did goal setting particularly for Q3, which is the quarter that we're in. And we all came up with a maximum of like 3 primary goals. Like, these are the main goals that if they didn't happen by the end of the quarter, you would be super sad. You would be bummed, disappointed, not making the progress that you want to make. And this piece of paper right here is each of the goals. This is Ethan, Ian, Nico, and myself. So we all made our goals. Part of the goal setting, we went through like different categories. So let me find it really quick. Q3. Career, finance, physical, mental, family, lifestyle, relationships, and spiritual. Those were the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that 9? 1. The 8 categories that we went through. And the categories that I ended up really wanting to commit goals to was 1, career. So I want my first marketing client in this quarter, but like explicitly marketing, not just like website development adjacent or something like that. Second one for me, faith. I want to memorize 26 verses by the end of the quarter, which is 2 per week. I'm at 8. We're in like day 7 of the quarter, but I actually didn't like make this little goal thing until like 4 days ago. So I'm probably gonna blow that out of the water. And then lifestyle, I need a new car. It's like 100 something degrees in Phoenix, and my truck's AC is just not really working, especially if the truck is in the sun and not under shade before I get in it. It's a 1998 5-speed manual Toyota Tacoma, which I love, and I'm gonna keep it, but I need something else that has better AC, and ideally something that just isn't as old, and it just lacks a lot of creature comforts, including AC. It works sometimes, but when it gets really hot, it struggles. So those are like my 3 main goals. Now, part of me and Ethan met up and we're brainstorming, okay, what are the next steps for getting my first true marketing client? The proposal and the idea that I shot to the custom home builder, home remodeler, he's gonna go with a different company that, has an office and a bunch of W-2 employees and all that, things of that nature, because in his mind, he has a lot at risk in his business. And let me go back to, I wrote some notes on, or we just voice memoed. He's like, it has nothing to do with me personally. He's like, he just thinks that the decision to go with a marketing company that has a reputation and people's livelihood at risk is a safer bet than going with someone who's like a freelancer. So more the nature of what I have at risk and what they have at risk, and purely the incentives that are aligned there, and a reputation that they have in the industry already. They look like a great company, primarily focused on website SEO, and I think maybe pay-per-click. And whereas I would be more social media focused. So he said that he's still interested in potentially doing some social media work with me. And so we're still having a conversation. But the main marketing client potential that I have is with someone in the health and wellness space. I actually helped them with their website a few months ago, and they were visiting, and they were in town. She was in town to visit her daughter. Her daughter is the one who referred me to her. And I was like, hey, like I've been doing some social media work. Let's talk, because I think she mentioned needing to improve on that. And so I'll be sending a proposal her way to do social media management for their business. I have someone that I hired and worked with in the Philippines when I used to run, like 10 social media pages with the solar power company I used to work for. We were posting like 100 pieces of content a week. It was ridiculous because we had like we had 4 brands within the company as a whole, and we're making content for all of them. Anyways, that was a lot. So I know that I can handle that. So she has one business in particular that has 0 followers, but potential for a celebrity endorsement and partnership in about 2 months. So they really need to get the follower count and engagement with that account from 0 to, I would say, hopefully around 1,000 or more to improve the conversion of that celebrity endorsement. And so that's what the proposal is for, doing that. But then they also were like, well, could you also manage our other social media pages? So maybe do a proposal for the 1 and then a proposal for the 4. And so, yeah, I'm working through that right now, figuring out, okay, how much do I need to charge? Thinking through, okay, how much do I need to make in order to pay my friend in the Philippines, and all that stuff. So that's what I'm doing today, is finishing up that proposal, sending it over, and then, yeah, chugging along. So, that's what it was. So when I was having a conversation, I don't know how I got distracted from this. When I was having a conversation with my friend Ethan about what my goals were, trying to figure that out, it was, okay, so my number 1 goal, get my first marketing client. What can I do right now to make that happen? And we came up with this idea, me free fee, which is build in public my own marketing ecosystem. And then while I'm doing that, offer, I'll probably just do it on this channel, offer to do the same thing for someone else for free. Probably frame it as like a 2-week marketing sprint. So depending on the business, like exact execution channels, depends on the business, but generally speaking, YouTube, Instagram, website, and email, potentially ads as well, and building a system for those for a business, and then fee. So then building it for free in public, and then charging a fee for the next one. But I have this client potentially right now, so I don't need to be doing the me free fee part if I just skip straight into fee. Because I guess I have done the me part with this YouTube channel, with my Instagram page, if you saw my last video, and things of that nature. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. Gonna send this proposal and keep chugging along. And I'll keep you guys posted. I also have another proposal for like social media coaching and strategy for another business that I'm working on their website. So yeah, so I'll give you guys a more in-depth look onto my thought process with this as well. So I was like, okay, if I'm gonna do the me free fee thing, trying to figure out what would I build a marketing ecosystem around? And it's easy, I think, for me to, because I have been making websites for so long, because I have experience and have seen success in social media, because I understand and have done some email campaigns and some ads and feel very competent and skilled in a lot of different areas of marketing. It makes it really hard to choose one. Like if I wasn't as skilled at doing so many different things, it would make it easier to just choose a vertical and dive into it, which sounds like a I don't know what you call a problem. That's not really a problem, not a velvet problem, but first world problem, I guess. Anyways, it's legit. Like I'm like, man, there's just so many things that I could do, and it leads to analysis paralysis. It leads to not taking action, and it leads to uncertainty about what do I need to do, but then I'm like, okay, I need to zoom back out and remember that all marketing is getting leads for people. They don't, whether I do it via their website, YouTube, Instagram, email, ads, doesn't really matter so much as I can get them leads at a price that is affordable and makes sense for their business. Having a menu of options for how I do that doesn't make my business more valuable and doesn't make the pain point change. I think some people have, if you can communicate, we help you get leads through social media. I think it helps people trust and believe that what you do can work for them because it's a smaller frame to wrap their mind around. Whereas we help you get leads by developing a complex marketing ecosystem that entails YouTube, Instagram, websites, emails, etc. And we do email with lead magnets because social media, your followers aren't really owned, but if you own the email address, then you own those people, you own that list. And you go into all those details, all of a sudden they're lost. They can't wrap their minds around this big complex marketing ecosystem. And I think one of the things that I'm skilled at is understanding something that is large and complex and making it simple, and helping people make sense of it, simplify it, and showing them a better way than what they've done before. So I overthink. I think a lot about what does he offer, all this stuff. And so that becomes a problem. So I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? What am I going to make on the website? What am I going to do for this thing or that thing? And part of the problem is that I just haven't had any marketing clients yet for this new marketing endeavor. And so I don't have any pain point to speak into that I've literally heard someone talk about and then delivered for. But as soon as I do that, then it's off to the races, because then I understand the avatar that I'm going for, what their pain points are, and how to speak to them. It's just so much easier to do that once you've actually worked with the client. And I can sit here and speculate at my desk for as long as I want about what's going to resonate, how to frame my offer, et cetera, et cetera. Or I can just work my butt off to make sure that I land this client to do social media marketing management for them, nail that, and then can build an offer around what I've delivered for them and use that as a case study, which makes cold outreach easier. It makes it so that I could even just do build a marketing ecosystem around that sort of offer, that sort of thing. So yeah, which is why in the early days of a business, it makes so much sense to do. Number one, cold outbound, because then you're talking to customers as soon as possible. That's why the Leads book harps on that so much. Or just getting your first client through referrals, word of mouth, if you can do that. And I'm fortunately in a place where I have 2 years of doing social media marketing and many, many years of building websites. And I've been developing websites for the last 2 years as the full-time thing that I do. And I have a deep understanding of marketing, and I've been able to put it into practice and do it for myself. So I know I can do it for others. And so that enables me to close warm leads, people that I've worked with before. Hence the proposal that I'm working on now, just from a short conversation. So, yeah, I don't know if there's anything else I'm gonna add to this video. I really just was blabbling a lot here. But again, this is just a video journal of my journey. So I'm gonna get the proposal done, sent off their way today. And I'm gonna keep on moving and grooving.